Hey guys, welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. In the last episode, we were working on ranking up to max rank. This episode, spoiler alert, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do some more jobs and work on leveling up to get to max rank so we can unlock all the new goodies that came out in version 1.12. If you didn't see the last episode, I'll put a link up in the upper right hand corner. You can go check that episode out. As for me, I'm going to hop into the email. I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom because I want to get rid of some of these older emails today. So we're going to do the bottom three. We're going to do the one from Young M, the one from Brisk M, and the one from J. Greg. So we'll have two fixes and a build. Let's start right down here with this first fix. Says, I need some help. My rig is broken. It's a bit of a mystery. Can you figure out what's wrong? The power turns on, but there's no beeps and nothing on the screen. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. My PC lives on the floor, so I'm pretty sure it's full of dust. Well, isn't that just wonderful? Full of dust PC, and you have no idea what's wrong with it. Let's take a quick look at the stats. Well, that's an interesting pairing. I guess it's not too bad. Ryzen 7 1700 and a 750 Ti. I mean, that's, you know. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Then let's go take a look at this fix. It says, what's up? Could you make some repairs? Nothing happens if I press the power button, but I can hear a weird buzzing sound coming from the back. So can you do that before 6 days? My kid's been using it and I'm getting some weird pop-ups. I know used parts can be cheaper, but I'd like new ones, please. Thanks, Janice. So Janice has a budget of $500 for us to replace the PSU and the RAM, and it sounds like run a virus scanner as well, so we'll do that. Let's take a quick look at these stats. So she needs RAM and a PSU, so she's got some Team Group RAM and a Corsair PSU. So we'll probably just go ahead and throw that in the cart when I'm getting the parts for the build. But let's go ahead and accept this one, and then let's take a look at Brisk M's request for a new PC. It says, can you help with this? I need a new rig, and I hear you can help. I won't be happy if it can't benchmark at least 14,388. Can you do that? In 7 days. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. Have you heard of AMD? They're meant to be pretty good. Mike. So Mike wants an AMD PC. They can benchmark at least 14,388 with all the new AMD stuff that is out, and so much of it is better than some of the Intel parts currently. And the new Radeon cards, I can promise you that we can build you an AMD system that will hit at least 14,388. That should not be a problem. Let's go ahead and accept that one. He's got a budget of $5,000, so we can easily get that done. All right, let me get the shop opened up here. I'm going to step away. I'm going to get the parts for the fix, at least the parts that we know we need for the one fix, as well as the parts for this build, and I will be right back. All right, the RAM and the power supply up here at the top are for the repair that we know what we need for. As for the build to get 14,388, we're going to go with an MSI MEG X570 Ace motherboard, a Ryzen 9 5950X, that's the big boy, an Inwin SR36 Pro AIO water cooler, 2 sticks of HyperX Fury 8GB 3600 MHz, and MSI Radeon RX 6900 XT Gaming X Trio, 4TB Seagate Barracuda, 2TB ADATA M.2 drive, 1000 watt power supply. We're going to put all that in a case I haven't built in quite some time, the Inwin 309. Really sweet case. I'm excited to build in it. It's been a while since I've done anything with that case. All right, next day delivery. Let's buy it all now. This one fix, whatever it is, this one from Young M, we'll just have to get stuff delivered same day when we find out what's wrong with it. So let's go into our day. We can get in parts and our repairs, and we can get to work. Oh, it's Monday in the game. It's Monday, and we have to pay rent. All right. Whoa. Okay, that's the 309. What is this? This must be something from PC Bay. It's just an empty case. Okay, well, let's put that in the cabinet there. Let's see. Young M. Young M. That's one we don't know what's wrong with it. J. Greg, that's the one we do know what's wrong with it. This is our case for our build. Oh, yeah. And here's all of our parts, as well as a 3070 from PC Bay. Nice. Nice. Let's grab this post-it note and get it put over here for the build. I'm excited to get to building that, but first we've got to clean up this mess of a PC. Look at this filthy, filthy thing. Let me get this compressed air going, see if I can get this cleaned up. Oh, look, it's got the same motherboard in it that we're going to be using for our build in a little bit. Man, what is this baked on filth? Come on. There we go. There we go. Just when my ears thought they couldn't handle any more of that sound. So nothing happens when you push the power button, huh? I mean, stuff's happening. No CPU found. Obviously the display is working. Okay. Okay, well, let's see if we can get to the root of this problem. Let me get this CPU cooler out of here. Let's take a look at what they've got for a CPU. Let's do fits this PC. They've got a Ryzen 7 1700, which I do not have. I do not have. So we're going to have to go order one. And I'm hoping that's all that's wrong. I'm hoping that's all that's wrong with this. Man, $350 for a 1700? Really? No, 5800. Okay, that's a lot more. Never mind. Never mind. I was going to try to get him an upgrade, but you know what? I'm just going to screw it up. So let's just get what they already have. Let's hope that's all that's wrong. I'm going to go ahead and get that brought in here. See if we can't get this thing fixed and out of our hair so we can get moving on to the next. All right. 1700 is in. Let me sell off this broken one. It's worth 11 bucks. Dang. CPU cooling, that's what I'm looking for. And this is their Silverstone. Let me get that installed. Let's see if this thing boots. Did they need XMP turned on? Oh, they did. They did. There we go. Missing cables. Oh. Yeah, well, that could cause problem. That could cause a little overheating problem. Alright, well, at least it's fixed. Let me get the side panel put back on this, and this sucker can get out of here and into the hallway. And I'm going to take a look at this one that needs replacement RAM. Whoa, no wonder their RAM needs... Do you guys see this? There is a wire from their CPU cooler going straight through their RAM. That could be why their RAM has stopped working. I have a feeling it's going to do it with the new piece of RAM we put in. It's definitely broken. There's the new one. Yep, it did. It did. Let me sell off that broken one. And then, well, technically we need to unplug all these cables because we need to replace the PSU. They have purple cables. I'm saying this out loud so I remember because I don't think they said anything about changing the cable color. that unplugged. Get this off of here and get the power supply out of there. All right, power supplies. It is definitely broken. It's also worth $6. I'll take that $6 and I will use it to buy lunch. I don't understand. This is one of those cases you have to like screw the screws in for no reason and then put the PSU mount on and then screw in more screws. So yeah. There we go. That didn't make any sense, but it's done. Now we need the cable. We need some purple. Is it this? Is it this purple? Oh, I think it was. I'm hoping that was the right purple. Hoping that was the right purple. Okay. Okay, so we need to run a virus scan on here, so let me get the USB drive stuck in the back. Power this sucker on. I'm going to hop into their BIOS and see if they need XMP turned on, because, you know, that's the kind of service I provide here. And they did. They did. They may see a little more performance out of their PC. All right, so now we got to wait for it to boot up. Then we're going to put the virus scanner on here, and we're going to let it reboot, and then we can run a virus scan. Okay. Oh, not too bad. 307. I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. Let's get that cleaned up for him, though. Get that cleaned. I don't know why I clicked on that. I meant to do that. Make sure we're done with everything here. Says we're all done, so let's get the side panels put back on this sucker, and we can get this out in the hall. We can get started on our build. In the InWin 309. All right, it's build time. It's build time. We need to get a 3D Mark score of 14,388. All right, let me start with the motherboard. We've got the MSI MEG X570 Ace. It's going to look real nice in here. There we go. These fans are going to have to go, though. Out of our way, fans. Very nice. Let me get this thing ready for CPU, RAM, and our M.2 drive, which will fit right there. So for the CPU, we've got the 5950X going in. It's going to be a powerhouse of a PC. Next, let me grab some memory. We've got 2 sticks of this HyperX Fury 8 gig, 3600 megahertz. And have they still not fixed this? Where it looks like the RAM isn't... Yeah, it's not locked in at the top. And it's too far down at the bottom. I don't know. Maybe one day that'll get fixed. It happens in a lot of motherboards. All right, for storage, we've got the ADATA XPG Spectrix S40G RGB M.2 SSD, 2 terabyte size. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to see any colors because it is under a cover plate there. So, you know, oh well. Let's come around to this side of the case, though, because I want to put in the 4 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. That's just going to stick right there on the back of the case. While we're over here, let's grab our power supply as well. We've got the EVGA Supernova 1000 watt titanium. Get that sucker installed. Then I want to get some thermal paste on the CPU and go ahead and get our cooler in. This is a cooler I haven't used yet, but I figured we were using an InWin case, so why not use an InWin cooler? It's the InWin SR36 Pro. And look at this thing. Look at how tall that thing is that mounts on the CPU. Like, I hope it's not heavy. Be scared that sucker'd rip that Ryzen right off the motherboard if it was not mounted properly. I mean, I don't see any screws in it, so Hopefully in real life, if that thing is that massive, I'm really hoping that it properly mounts so that, you know, it won't just pull your CPU out of the socket. Oh, that could be bad. All right. All right, so last but not least, we're going to put this graphics card in. We've got the MSI RX 6900 XT Gaming X Trio. Get that installed right there. All right, as for cable color, I have no idea what color I want to put in here. Let's take a look. This is all AMD, so I could go red. I seem to do that a lot, though, for AMD builds, which seems really boring. Really extra boring, because I do blue a lot for Intel builds. I don't know. Guess I feel like I'm differentiating things by doing that. Who knows? Maybe we'll just go black. Maybe we'll just go, yeah. I haven't done just some good old-fashioned black cables in a while. That's not half bad. That is not half bad. Oh, that's the power button. I want to cable that up, not actually. There we go. I didn't want to click the power button. I wanted to cable that up. So let me get this side panel put on. And if I remember right, I have to go ahead and put this side panel on, or it clears out our 3D Mark score when I do. So let me get a USB drive in here. Let me power this on. Oh, these colors are all over the place. I'm going to hop into the BIOS real quick and go ahead and turn on XMP. I want to make sure we're booting from our M.2 drive. I'm going to go ahead and let this install the operating system. There we go. And then we just need a 3D Mark. Actually, I want to put the lighting app on here too, because our colors are just... I don't know what the heck color I'm going to go with, but... I mean, even this rainbow flashing is better than having, I don't know, all over the place colors that don't go together. So we may just leave it rainbow. We may just leave it rainbow. But let me get 3D Mark running. And as soon as this thing pulls a score, or if it blue screens for some unknown reason, whatever happens, I will come back and show you. All right, there it is, 16,842. We needed 14,388. I'd say we beat that. Man, that CPU test was pretty dang good, actually. Over 49 frames a second. That is not too shabby. I actually think I'm going to leave this rainbow. I don't hate it. Let's take a look at this without the UI in the way. That's a pretty cool cooler tower thing that's on there. It's massive. I'm assuming that's where the pump is. And I'm guessing it's just a big, huge... Maybe it's got like an actual... like a D5 pump or something in there. Who knows? It's huge. It's huge. But I think this build turned out really nice. I really like this case. It's definitely one of my favorite cases in the game. This thing is ready, though. Let's go stick this out in the hall. Let's collect some money and see if we unlock any new parts. Let's get that out of the way. Let's scroll down here. Yeah, we'll pay our rent here in a minute. Let's collect the fixes first, and then we'll get the PC. So here is the first one. This was the first one we did that was dusty as a fool. 5 stars. My PC died for no reason, but they fixed it, and they used all new parts. Gotta love those warranties. Well, sir, you didn't have a warranty from us, but hey, you know, whatever. I mean, you paid for that. That wasn't a warranty. So this one we had to replace the PSU and the RAM. 5 stars. I'm very happy with my PSU, and I'll come back again. Well, that is very nice. Very nice. All right, for this build, this beastly AMD build, all AMD, AMD graphics card, and AMD CPU. Great little combo there of the 5950X and the 6900 XT. Let's collect that thing. 5 stars. The PC is satisfactory. It's only satisfactory, man. That thing's a beast. That is a beast. Okay, so we did unlock some new parts. We got some daily deals. We got some more emails, and we need to pay rent. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pay the rent. We've received your $500. Hope you enjoyed your month. Well, I guess we did. Okay, so here's what we unlocked. We got the i9-11900, the 11900K, and the KF. Finally! Maybe we can find some jobs for the next episode that allow us to use these new 11900, or at least one of these in a build. We'll see. We'll see. Anything good here? We've got a 1070 Ti for 189. A 6800 for 426. That's not bad. A Colink Stronghold in white for $14. I don't remember what that case looks like. You know what? Let's just close that out. Let's come down here to PC Bay. Let's take a look. I don't care about the 1070. I do care about this 6800 gaming trio, though. Let's go ahead and buy that. And the Colink Stronghold in white, that's actually not a bad looking case, especially for $14. Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so we got more emails. Let's get rid of those red dots. They drive me nuts. We made it to the halfway point as well on ranking up. So hopefully here in the next couple of few episodes, we will max this out and have all the new stuff unlocked. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video goes live. Also, if you want to help support the channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next episode.